So we'll start with a public presentation. We have Mr. John Zakowski. Mr. Zakowski, welcome.
Where would you like me?
Come on up, Mr. Zakowski. And as you know, the bar on the front table is the microphone. Either side is good.
Thank you, Your Worship. Ladies and gentlemen of Council and Administration, thank you for the opportunity to address you. I'm here as a representative of the Prince George Business Advocacy Group. We are the small businesses in Prince George. Generally, a majority of us are in the downtown core. The last 24 months has been challenging for small business, as it has been for everybody. The reason I'm here speaking to you is I want to reach the personal part of each one of you in your deliberations in regards to the budget. Small business isn't a limited company. It's a single individual. It's a mom and pop operation. It's 98% of business in British Columbia is driven by small business. Our small business community in Prince George over the last 5 years in the downtown core has been decimated. The pandemic didn't make things any easier. We have had staffing restrictions, supply chain issues, closures, reopenings. It's been a financial hardship beyond compare for a lot of the businesses I represent. A lot of them have had to go into personal savings, money put away for their retirements to be able to keep the business open, to cover rent, to cover utilities, to cover supplies. It's been very tough. Then, as you're all aware, the issues with the crime in the downtown core, broken windows, vandalism, graffiti, that's put another added financial load onto these folks. They can't afford much more. We've already lost a couple of businesses downtown because of the crime issues, let alone the pandemic restrictions. So I wouldn't normally be sitting here, but I'm sitting here today because I'm asking each one of you to think of family, friends, people that you know that are in small business, are members of our community. And bear in mind, the small business owners may be paying property taxes for the property they're on. They're paying it by extension through their CAM, their extra rent, or if they're building owners and homeowners, they're paying double rent. So with that, I need to ask you to keep them and keep seniors and people on fixed incomes in mind when you're looking at the budget and trying to decide which way to move forward. You managed to do it last year with a 0% increase, and we thank you for that. I guess I'm going out on a limb here and asking you to dig a little deeper and try and see if you can do that one more time. Because giving our small business an opportunity to get back on their legs would do economically more for Prince George than anything else. What I'm asking you to look at is what are our needs right now? This is just a short-term thing. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm praying that we will come out of this, which we will, but I'm asking you to really look and ask, is this something that we need, or is this something that we want? A want, like many things, we can defer, or put a moratorium on, or do something different. But it's what we need to keep the community going. We're relying on each one of you, because you are the spokespeople for the people of the city of Prince George. So I'm asking you to dig deep, look, and really consider before you say yes to anything, do we need it or do we want it? And then move accordingly. I thank you for your time, Your Worship, council members. If there's any questions you have for me.
I don't have any, Mr. Zakowski, so thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you for your time.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Ms. Conley, our next presenter